Well, look, if he died and took the secret with him to his grave, how does anybody know about it? Also, I don't know if that's actually a story. I don't remember if Holmes ever did anything with the submarine plans.
How dreadful.
So what am I doing right now? Guess I can go in there. Oh.
A fountain pen, just like the rat killers. Today, that dangerous maniac is free. And what's more, it is Holmes's fault. That inquiry at Westgate was a total failure.
Well, it's sort of your fault too, Watson. You did give him the keys to his cell, after all. Even though I told you it was a bad idea.
Kurtz's pipe. So, Holmes took it with him. I wonder if he would have fired at those fiends in the opium den. A few days ago, such doubts would never have crossed my mind. But today, I find myself asking if he could have killed in cold blood. Aha! Toby, who knows where Holmes is.
Does he know where Holmes is? Toby, man's best friend. You'll never try to blow me up with a bomb.
The paper Holmes used to wrap that mysterious package that he left at the judge's house just a few minutes before the explosion.
Okay, Watson, you can put the dots together. You can connect the dots. I believe in you. What was in that package? I guess I don't need to look at that.
Locked. These events have shattered my nerves. I should sleep for a few hours. Or at least, I should try.
I'm assuming this is his room then. Ah, another bomb!
Doctor! There you are. I was poisoned.
By who?
Ah, you know him very well. Such a clever man. A brilliant mind, but so evil. He has hurt so many of us.
Who are you talking about? Holmes?
So hot. Flames. The heat is unbearable. Walter, I beg you. Where is he, that devil? One day he will have to answer to a higher power. Oh, I need air. I need water. Ease my pain.
Who did this to you?
Dr. Watson!
Is that Lucy? Lucy, you are wounded.
I can't find my children, Doctor. Find them for me. But I beg you, keep them away from Mr. Holmes.
Lucy, no. Why do you say that? Let me help you.
You are so kind. It is too late for me, but you can still save this.
Holmes, I know you are in there. Holmes, open this door immediately.
I think that I would rather not.
Tell me the truth, Holmes. I need to know. You have no right to keep the truth from me. Tell me.
I am sorry, Watson.
Open this door, or I will break it down.
Do what you like. The door is not locked.
What are you doing? No, Holmes! No, it is impossible.
That was some fever dream we just had.
What's going on?
Police!
Yes,
Out
just
with-
one moment, I'm coming.
Dr. Watson, is Mr. Holmes here?
Inspector Baines, what?
Is he here or not?
No, I do not believe so.
Open the door, quickly. You're going to have to come with me, Doctor. We have a lot of questions to ask you about your relationship with Sherlock Holmes, and also regarding your movements early yesterday evening.
It's empty, Inspector.
Get dressed. We're leaving in 2 minutes.
Yes, I'm coming. I'll do all I can to help you. I would also like to find the answers to some of my own questions.
Sergeant, I'd like you to stay here with some of your men and search the place from top to bottom. If there is one clue here that will lead me to him, then I want you to find it. Doctor, you must understand that I am sorry about this situation, but if, as we believe, Holmes is a murderer, I won't hesitate to arrest him.
What did you say? A murderer?
You heard me, Doctor. The Bishop's murderers informed us that they were following orders from Sherlock Holmes.
Baines and his men have ransacked the place during my interrogation at Scotland Yard. I would never have imagined that I should be put through such an ordeal. I have always fought on the side of justice, but to be interrogated for hours like a common criminal, having to proclaim my innocence over and over again. Baines is convinced that Holmes is guilty, but who can blame him? Everything seems to point to him. I had thought that the worst was behind me, but here I am, as a suspected accomplice. All I need to do is to find Holmes, and when I find him, I'll decide. I'm going to search the flat. Perhaps Baines overlooked some clues.
Like that toast. Questioning me for hours like some kind of common criminal. All I did was serve as an accomplice to breaking a dangerous murderer out of jail and blowing a man up. Really, the nerve.
This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes.
What disguise? They're just shoes.
This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes.
Oh, Toby. What a layabout.
This disguise...
Okay, we get it. Lots of disguises. Oh, Toby, you know I was gone for the whole day. You couldn't have cleaned up? Jeez. Oh my goodness. Okay, yes, a disguise. Hey. I wonder if that disguise belongs to Holmes. Yes. But I'll look at it anyways, just in case.
Baines's men have more or less spared my bedroom. How kind of them.
I can't, can I not? Is there an invisible wall? They spared my bedroom, but they set up some kind of force field. Well, there we go. Oh. How is Watson ever gonna find that female anatomy book now? It's okay, I think he's pretty motivated to find it. Pretty dedicated.
Ugh, what a smell! It reeks of tobacco. This disgust...
Oh my goodness. So there are 4 things there I can inspect. Oh, alright. I get it! He has a lot of disguises! We got a bent nail. We got some tobacco. Gotta take a nail, why not?
Holmes's tobacco.
Hello, hello, hello.
A hole. There must be a false bottom. I need something thin to prise it up.
Oh, look at our inventory. I don't have those, I don't have my matches and my knife anymore. Ooh. Ooh, what a babe.
A photo of Irene Adler. The woman, according to Holmes.
Even though in like pop culture and just modern tellings of Holmes and whatnot in the movies, they give a lot of importance to Irene Adler, even though I think she only shows up in like 1 or 2 stories. She doesn't really factor into it a lot.
A letter addressed to Zachariah Dossett, the clergyman? But what is that doing here? It's a rent reminder. But why should Holmes be concerned about that?
I guess for Irene Adler, it's sort of like, it's the closest thing he has to a love interest. So, I don't know. Why not make her a big deal?
Holmes's Victoria Cross. Another letter, this one for a certain Escott. Who could that be? This J. Escott must be a worker in the building. A letter addressed to a clerk of the court. Why in heaven's name has Holmes got that? This letter is addressed to a naval captain. My goodness. All these carefully hidden envelopes were addressed to Holmes under various identities. The addresses are therefore those of his hiding places. Holmes has never told me about them. I suppose that he goes there regularly and discreetly to pick up his mail. I cannot waste precious time by going to each of these addresses. I must refine my research.
Dr. John Watson being super competent now. And super confident.
This is what Holmes was wearing yesterday. Holmes has left his tweed suit here. So, he came back to change after he left me in front of Judge Beckett's house, just after the explosion. Knowing that Scotland Yard is looking for him, he will likely have changed into one of his disguises. I just need to know which one. The best thing to do is proceed by elimination. I will use the wardrobe in the sitting room to reconstruct them.
Sure, that sounds swell.
There, the entire...
Ugh. Really? That's the Reverend's outfit? That's so gross. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Anyway. This is basically done. Well, I solved it, and I got an achievement for it, and that's great, but I didn't really get to show it off. I was kind of mixing and matching. So this is the captain's outfit. This one's pretty obvious. It's got an anchor. And pretty color coordinated. Although I wouldn't think that these shoes would go with that outfit. I would have thought it'd be like that or something, but whatever. Also, this is the Reverend's. The hat is kind of a giveaway. Although, ugh. I guess they don't... I was thinking that, you know, because the pants are messy, the jacket would be messy, but I guess not. I guess the clerk isn't a total slob. And so we're gonna put the clerk there, and we get J. Escott, Whitechapel, London.
Perfect! Now I know what Holmes looks like, and I know where to search for him. Let me take a look at the map.
And I got an achievement for beating it. I think it was called, like, Desperately Seeking Sherlock or something. Well, let's take a look at the map.
It would be better if I took some money before leaving. One can buy a lot of things with notes in Whitechapel.
Oh, do I really have to take money? Watson's so miserly, he probably has a fair amount saved up. Okay.
My money! Someone has emptied my wallet. I always keep a little money in it. The police can't have stolen it. It's impossible. Last night I was too tired to think, but now I have to face the truth. Holmes stole my money, like any common low-down scoundrel. Good. I've got the address of Holmes's hideout. $6 Row.
What I wouldn't give for $6 right about now. See, Watson, maybe if you had spent some of your money on those, like, street urchins and stuff, at least then it would have been put to good use. Instead, it was just stolen. Wah, wah.
They leave us to die like dogs.
Oh yeah, you don't say. Oh, thank goodness that singing woman is around. She finally got the hint that nobody gave a shit and just went away. So $6 road. This is certainly... Damn. This has really changed since the last time I was here. Officers, this man is drunk! Get away from me! Help! Help! I was robbed!
You shouldn't stay here, sir. There was a violent riot and it could start again at any time.
Oh my goodness, the walking mechanics! Or okay. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, he's fine. He's just tired, I think. Man, this was some spring break celebration.
That's of no use.
Talking to the police, that's of no use.
You ain't from round here. You shouldn't stay here. It ain't healthy.
Well, luckily, I have literally nothing to steal. We're on $4 row. 5.
Well,
6.
here it is. It looks like a boarding house. I can't knock on all the doors. Holmes will hear me and escape. As I've the advantage of surprise, I'd better use it.
The rat hole. More like the shit.
Oh, but I know you.
Oh, God.
You with the moustache. I met you back when Jack was cutting up all those girls around here. So you've come back to do some slumming.
Danny, you are no longer, you've given up the,
The game? Yes, my dear, I've given it up. Sorry, are you? I'm the manager of this boarding house now. I rent out rooms.
That is exactly why I am here. I'm looking for someone who...
He's not here.
You don't even know who I'm talking about.
Perhaps not, but he's not here anyway. You should understand that my tenants come here for peace and quiet. Quiet and discreet, my hotellies. Just like me. And I, Danny the Anvil, 11 times champion of male wrestling in Whitechapel, I guarantee their peace and quiet.
I really must insist. It's very important.
Uh-oh, I get to pick. I have to choose the right one. I am one of your fans. Ugh, I don't think even she'd believe that. I'll wrestle you for it, Danny! You may be the 11-time champion, but... well, I think she would... I want to go with one of the illness ones, because she'd probably buy that if I'm a doctor. One of your clients is ill, or I work for the... she might... If I go with, like, the health inspector route, I don't know if that's what it's talking about, she might get mad. You know what? Let's go with good old-fashioned flattery.
Madam, I have found you at last. I'm one of your greatest admirers.
Are you having me on or what?
Oh, goodness. Watson, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for doing this to you.
I assure you, I have followed your career for years. I have seen nearly all of your fights.
Yeah, and you'll be part of the next one if you don't clear off out of my way.
Well, that didn't work.
You know that I'm a doctor, and that is why I'm here. I'm looking for one of your tenants, a workman. He's suffering from a rare form of tooth loss syndrome, an illness he contracted from the lead steam in the factory where he works.
Tooth, what's it?
Tooth loss syndrome, a very rare pathology.
A path of what?
Tell her it's contagious.
Well, an illness that weakens the gums and causes the teeth to fall out.
And you're here to put his teeth back in?
No, of course not. May I come in? I must examine him.
Fiddlesticks. I haven't seen any of my lodgers ill. I don't believe you.
Yes, there we go. But really, tooth loss syndrome, that's the best you could come up with. Come on. Come on, Watson.
You don't understand. His condition is extremely contagious. I must take him away with me.
Yeah. And if he croaks, I'll pay for his room. He owes me for the month, see? So don't give me all that, or else you'll lose your teeth without being ill.
I'll tell. Oh, I'll be such a tattletale. Well, that was kind of like an old man voice. I don't know why I did that. If he dies, he's not going to pay you. So, I mean, why wouldn't you want him to get better?
I haven't got much money with me, but I can give you what I have. As an advance, of course, and the rest.
The rest? Do you think I'm the Queen or something? Get lost.
Oh boy, this is not working out very well. Watson just does not have a way with the ladies. Oh boy. Well, let's go with this one.
Mrs. Anvil, I work for the government in the hygiene department, and your establishment...
Tough luck, ducky. I make my own law here.
Man, I will tattle so hard, you have no idea.
I warn you, if you don't let me in, I will come back with the police. Think about it.
You're a grass as well. Cross this door and I'll knock your head off. Then we'll see whose side you're on.
I'm thinking for 5. I kind of hope... Alright. I think this one is gonna fail it probably, so let's go with that one. I want us to actually get all these little cutscenes. They are incredible.
I'm looking for one of your tenants. I'll give you something for your trouble, of course.
All right, get your wallet out.
Oh shit, she called my bluff.
The
Oh, that one's kind of boring.
Dear lady, I'm a biographer and also an artist. Your hotel is quite exceptional. I would like to put it on canvas and perhaps write about its history.
Oh, she's not going to believe
sure
this.
Must be fascinating.
If you're drunk, you better go and sober up somewhere else.
Maybe I should... Alright, Watson, I think by now you just need to sleep with her or something, that's all.
Dear lady, would you permit me to visit? It would enable me to describe your establishment in the fullest of detail.
It's not a museum. And do you think that I look like a curator?
Okay, maybe I need to...
Are you...
Let's offer to do her portrait. And let's... Just your portrait, ma'am. That's all this is.
You are so very unique. I would like you to permit me to sketch your portrait.
My portrait? What for?
Immortality or show it to your friends? It's because... Danny, I'm in love with you. Well, which one? Oh boy. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. If I fail, I can just re-click it again.
It's always a good idea to have a portrait of oneself.
That's probably not right.
To show your friends.
You're right. I'm lovely, aren't I? Come on. I'll do your portrait too. Art, whatever. But I don't think your friends will recognise you afterwards.
Oh, I've made a huge mistake.
Mad.
Are you...
You...
My...
What for? But to immortalize the champion that you are, of course. All the great wrestlers are doing it these days. Even Pudding, Nutcracker, Stomping Jenny.
Yeah, that's true. If those big cows can have theirs done, why not me?
Oh, she's totally buying it. Oh, all according to plan.
The light here isn't good for artwork. Let me see some of your rooms. Perhaps we will find a better light, without disturbing your tenants, of course.
Don't worry about that. Most of them are out this time of day. And if they're not happy about it, I'll explain it to them gently, if you see what I mean.
I'm sure that they will understand at once.
Yeah, come on then.
Perfect.
Here would be perfect. A splendid place. Ah, I've just had a wonderful idea. Why don't I paint your portrait with you wearing your stage costume?
What?
Yes, I think it would be difficult for me to capture you correctly if you are dressed in your everyday clothes. They are too elegant.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna be great. And it will remind me of the old days. Oh, but I left my costume with a pawnbroker so that I could buy some of that lovely pear-smelling perfume.
Yes, I remember. Very well, off you go. While I'm waiting, I shall concentrate and soak up the atmosphere here.
All right, but don't touch anything. The bloke that rents this room isn't very easy going. You'll have enough time. The pawnbroker's shop isn't close by.
What a mess. That's Holmes all right.
Louis Simos, we did it. I totally sweet-talked that woman.